Hey Georgetown, my name is Daelyn,
I'm Jackson.
and we are both fourth year students right here on the hilltop, just awaiting graduation in less than a month.
Yeah, that's right. So today we're coming to you talking about, some of our experiences that we've had here for the last 4 years and reflecting on our time as we're leaving soon. And it's sad, but let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into the conversation. So, what are some of your favorite moments or experiences that you've had here at Georgetown?
Ooh, that's tough. There's so many. I know we were just talking about this before, and it's hard to remember all of them, but two come to mind specifically. The Clintons love coming to Georgetown. I remember last semester walking out. I was going to class, and I walked by Healy, through Healy Circle, and there's just this crowd of people and all these black security cars and people walking around, and Bill Clinton's just greeting this crowd of students. I have been to the Hillary Clinton Center events before, but this was separate. So I was just kind of walking to class, and Bill Clinton was out meeting all these students, and that was really cool. And I also love how the Georgetown community celebrates big holidays and just gets the community together to have fun. So I remember St. Patrick's Day last year. My friends and I just spent the whole day just wearing green, going out and hanging out with our friends, and it was such a good day. Georgetown has a lot of Irish Catholics, so they also love St. Patty's Day and they make it fun. What about you? What is your favorite, memory, story, or experience from Georgetown, your time on the hilltop?
Oof, that's a tough one. Okay, I'm torn between two. One of them is actually working on the commercial that we just renewed.
Okay.
This is the first time the Office of Communications was tasked with actually producing the commercial. It had been running for about 6 years prior, so very outdated. And that commercial was actually the reason I chose to come to Georgetown. So it was a full circle moment when I was able to intern with the office and actually help them produce it. And fortunate enough to be starring in it as well.
I was gonna say, you were running on Key Bridge.
Yes,
that's so cool.
I was the jogger.
Yeah.
But it was truly a full circle moment. Seeing that commercial, hearing the music in the background, my mom and I looking at each other every time it came on when we were watching the basketball game, just knowing that's my school, that's school, that's where I'm going next year. And being excited to see the commercial in the first place and come here, be fortunate enough to be a part of the production of the new one. Just amazing moment. So that's my number one.
Okay.
Kind of tied with that, probably because it's most recent. I just opened for a spring concert last weekend, and our headliner this year was Alec Benjamin. I had just recently started producing my own music, so having a big opportunity like that to perform in front of my peers and open for someone who's not a part of Georgetown but who's pretty well known was just an amazing opportunity, and incredible to see the reaction and kind of have this be my final performance before I graduate. So just an awesome
You've done a
experience.
lot. Wow, you have such crazy memories here.
Yeah. So what are some things that you wish you knew before you got to Georgetown?
The first thing that comes to mind is the club culture. Clubs at Georgetown there's so many of them, and they all do such cool things. But they definitely are a really important source of community, I think. And in the clubs that I've joined, I've definitely found some of my best friends here and my lasting, the people that will follow me off of the hilltop and beyond. And it can be so competitive for so many clubs at Georgetown. I know it's very daunting, so I wish I knew that, but it is very, very rewarding and apply to anything and everything you're interested in and just see what comes along, what kind of interviews you get. You never know what group of people you'll find yourself in after year 1 or year 2 or even year 3 or year 4, depending on, clubs are open to everyone. And it's just been such a great way to meet people. Turning it to you, what do you wish you knew before you came to Georgetown?
Oof.
It's complicated.
I know.
Yeah.
I could ask you that question, but I can't answer it myself. I guess one thing I wish I knew before I came here was how siloed it is in terms of the schools.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think, because it's a relatively large campus, relatively large body of students, that it's kind of split off and sectioned off into different schools. But they have their own events, they have their own areas of study. So it is challenging if you want to study something in the college, but also take a class in the business school. I mean, it's possible, but it's just difficult.
Extra steps.
Yeah, you have to get special permission or something for that. But I think one of the benefits of that is you get to grow with a specific cohort and grow with the people in your classes, especially for someone like me who has 2 minors, one in journalism, one in film. I felt like I was able to grow with the people who were in my classes for a majority of my Georgetown career. Mm-hmm. And being in the college, I was able to kind of create my own combination of a major and 2 minors that really encompasses everything I'm interested in, that I don't think you can really get from other schools. Sorry, college gang.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
But I think that's one of the beauties of it as well. Just being in college, you're able to study so many different things and not feel the pressure of having to, take extra steps to take courses in another school or branch out or anything.
Yeah, that's so true. What is one of your biggest takeaway or lesson learned from being at Georgetown?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
They're all tough.
Yes.
Reflection is very difficult.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing it together.
Yeah.
I think just all the opportunities the school has. Georgetown, it's Georgetown.
Yeah.
But when you come here, you actually get to be immersed in the culture and everything it has to offer. And coming here my freshman year, hitting the ground running and just taking advantage of everything, every opportunity that I saw, I think has really helped me grow into who I am today and just be a better version of myself each and every day. So really taking advantage of opportunities is something that I think I can take with me beyond the hilltop that will help me continue to enhance that drive and that passion that I already have in me, but it's really helped me develop over these 4 years.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say I've learned a lot of things through my experiences at Georgetown. I think one overall takeaway is hard. But for certain things being in the corp and in Snaxa, getting to see and be a part of a business operation is super cool. And last summer I got to do purchasing for the store when I was here working an internship, and I got to, speak with vendors and watch the store get stocked and place orders and do kind of accounting for all the food the corp purchases and everything we do, which was really cool to learn. That's definitely not something I would have gotten in any other undergraduate experience. And then through internships and other club kind of opportunities I've had on campus, I've definitely learned that you will do the best at things you care about. Last summer I worked at the DNC and I was doing political work during the midterm elections and surrounded by these very intimidatingly smart, political professionals who've worked with the biggest names. I got to, go to events with Biden once a month. And I was just so into it and I was working so hard. And I really learned that when you care about something, you will be excited to go and do whatever it is that you do every single day, and you'll not only enjoy it, but you'll succeed at it too.
If you had to summarize your entire 4 years in just one word, what would it be?
I would probably say memorable. I think obviously there's so much of life ahead, and I know that college will be that chapter that you always look back on, but I'm so happy that I came to Georgetown just because I've had so much fun here, in also just Georgetown being the neighborhood, the environment, the school that it is, just memorable. There's been so many good nights with friends and events on campus and memories. What word would you choose?
I'm gonna use a word you used earlier. I'm gonna say rewarding.
Okay.
Because like I mentioned before, this school has so much to offer, and it's just a matter of you taking advantage of that and taking the initiative and fully embrace the process.
Yeah.
There are going to be so many moments, so many highs and lows here, but that's college.
Yeah.
And as long as you're growing through it, not just going through it, I think that's the best way to go.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah. Growing, not just going through it.
I think that's all the time we have for today. I mean, we have to go finish our finals so we can actually graduate in less than a month.
Yes, so we can actually graduate. There's definitely a lot of papers that will not be writing themselves. But yeah.
I'm excited to see what the future has in store for both of us, and it's been great sitting here reflecting with Jackson together on our 4 years here at Georgetown. Hope this video was helpful.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so cool to get to kind of like talk with Daelyn, like after all the time we've spent together and the projects and the videos we've made. But it is crazy to close it out. But I guess one last thing before we should go, we should say congratulations to the class of 2027. You guys are going to have a great 4 years here, and we hope that they can only be as fulfilling as ours were. So thank you guys for watching so much, and Hoya Saxa.